Things that cause me stress, workload causes me a lot of stress. Expectations I put on myself also cause me a lot of stress. I feel like we all go through that, but yeah, definitely.
Like homework and just overwhelming amounts of it, along with like tests and mostly just school-related stuff.
Some things that cause me stress are school and having a lot of work.
Having a lot of homework.
Homework.
School, tests, homework, the amount of it.
Probably school and schoolwork.
Most of the things that cause me stress are usually pressure I'm putting on myself to try to get things done or to do more in the time that I have. And so a lot of stress is kind of self-inflicted by trying to make the most out of every day and not slowing down and appreciating it for what it is.
Some things that cause me stress is school and late assignments.
Or basic things like my kids fighting, getting the dishes done, folding the laundry. And big things, I worry a lot about things like climate change. I have a lot of stress and worry just about the well-being of students and making sure that I'm doing my best job to take care of them.
Homework, really, and just because I don't have a whole lot of time with water polo and have to balance academics with sport.
I have children and a husband, and so I think I spend a lot of time worrying about them and whether they're okay, or are they happy, are they healthy, is there anything I can do to support that, and then if I have time, I'll be like, am I okay, but I tend to put those things, I worry about those things more than I do about myself.
The main thing that keeps me not so stressed during stressful times is that I know that eventually it's going to be over. It might be over in a while, it might be over pretty quickly, but I know it's going to end.
Realizing that if anything, it's really just temporary, and the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really matter that much.
I like to go on walks and look at the stars and just chill, sleep.
Going on walks and stuff like that.
I really like to walk. I listen to audiobooks that I'm always excited to hear what happens next, and so it gets me excited to get out the door. And then I go for long walks, and I usually feel better after that. If I don't have time for a walk, just going outside, being somewhere where there's nature and fresh air is really helpful. Taking deep breaths in a moment of acute stress where I can feel it in my body, just taking some time to take some deep breaths, remind myself that this is just right now, and it'll pass, and I know that I'll feel better if I just give myself a time to wait it out.
I like to go on hikes to clear my mind and also hang out with friends.
Kind of have to remember that it will be over at some point, that I can just work through this and it'll be fine.
Well, after school activities, like the play Rumors, which you just come see October 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, and other than that, friends and family.
So two things that I do is I try to do one thing when I'm feeling really stressed out and I can feel my blood pressure rising. One thing that I like to do is when I wash my hands, I try to really think about washing my hands. There's a lot of evidence that says that being clean or cleaning yourself relieves stress. So I try to make that something that's really enjoyable. And the other thing I do is a technique called tapping, where you name the things that are stressing you out, and you say, and I'm going to be okay, while you tap on parts of your face and your collarbones. And there's a lot of great videos on how to do that, and that helps take me out of, ooh, I'm overwhelmed mode, and into, okay, I can tackle this one thing at a time.
Definitely hanging out with my friends and probably doing hobbies outside of school, like writing.
Some activities I like to do to keep me happy. I like to play games with my friends.
It's important for me to always have something to look forward to in the near term. So even if it's a weekend away or a Thanksgiving trip or a spring break trip, I get a lot of joy in figuring out where we're going to go or what can we afford and what sorts of activities are we going to do while we're there. That gives me a lot of joy. And so it's if ever I'm off task at work, it might be because I'm doing that. Just a little bit.
Thinking about Mr. Bussy makes me happy. Football also makes me happy. My dog makes me happy. Hold on. My dog. Can I show that? Yeah. Yeah, and video games because I'm a gamer like that. Even though I broke my PC, that's fine.